So I'm going to start with that recording. You remember she recorded roughly 30 minutes of the argument that evening on her iPhone. Now, she says she did it because she wanted to play it back to David the next day to prove the argument was all his fault. Now, the prosecution played that tape to the jury, and what the jury heard would really tell him. Now, on that recording, Amanda was the one making the threats of violence. Amanda was the one who appeared to be goading David into a confrontation. She was the aggressor in the argument, verbally at least. Now, at one point, David could be heard saying, clearly and without being challenged back by Amanda, that he was not a violent person, that he hated confrontation and animosity. Now, she didn't dispute that. She didn't come back at him and say, what about all the times that you've hurt me? She just simply let it go. Now, the prosecution asked the jury a simple question. If this man had been attacking you, choking you just weeks earlier, which is what Amanda claims, why would you spend 30 minutes trying to provoke him into a fight? Why, when he left the house and got into his car, would you not just lock the door and be done with it? Why would you go back out into the cold and invite him back in? Now, there's something else that the prosecution pointed to on that recording. There were strong suggestions from David during the argument that Amanda was a controlling partner in the relationship, that she would phone him constantly while he was at work and verbally abuse him. Now, the prosecution's argument was that the tape painted a very different picture from the one Amanda was presenting to the jury. So what do you make of that so far, Rach, just on that one recording alone?
Well, I'm a bit angry at that content, and I'll try and lay my facts out really briefly. First of all, if you know you're being recorded, you're gonna, play a role. Yeah, you're not gonna let your true colours out in those moments, in my opinion. Drunk or not, you're gonna be very conscious, especially if you are controlling somebody in those kind of situations. You're going to start playing the victim. And potentially that's why Amanda doesn't refute anything. She's well aware of that and possibly realizes that it's not going to work if he knows he's being recorded. So, she's kind of giving up, and that's why she's not arguing back. Second of all, Amanda wasn't just claiming that the man had been attacking her. It was recorded by the PC, the officer that turned up at the house, PC Oakley, that she had marks around her neck. So that's not a claim that the prosecution can say. That's a fact at that point.